Hi, this is Morley and this is the M-Wire. Well, folks, we have some big news in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania State Senator Doug Mastriano responds to Democrat Governor Wolf and state leaders attempting to prevent forensic audit. Tells them to pound sand. Folks, we're going to find out in just a minute why Doug Mastriano can basically push this audit ahead, and he doesn't need anyone's help to do it. But before we get into that, a big shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. It has been absolutely tremendous how all the Patriots are banding together. This is absolutely amazing to see. If by some perverse twist of fate you haven't already subscribed, please do so, as well as my backup channel in the description box. That will keep us connected in this age of legendary internet censorship. In my last Pennsylvania update, I gave a description of Governor Wolf's reaction to all this, and of course, just like most of the Democrats, he's completely dismissive of it before it even so much as gets off the ground. But make no mistake about it, folks, there's going to be an audit happening in Pennsylvania. That's not a maybe at this point. I'd like to reiterate a little bit of what Steve Bannon said from the War Room, and he's got this right. He said that Maricopa is big, Georgia is bigger, but Pennsylvania is bigger yet. So what have we learned? Every time we go bigger, we need a bigger boat. Pennsylvania, without question, is definitely the biggest shark that we're fishing for thus far. Doug Mastriano's response to Governor Wolf is absolutely priceless. You're going to want to hear this. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Mastriano reacts to attempts by Wolf administration and the Attorney General to obstruct a forensic investigation. Senate Doug Mastriano issued the following statement today in response to attempts by the Wolf administration and the Attorney General to obstruct a forensic investigation of the 2020 General E and 2021 primary. On Friday, the acting Secretary of State issued a veiled threat disguised as a directive to all 67 counties in Pennsylvania. This threat implied that any county who participates in a forensic investigation and allows access of electronic V systems to third-party entities not directly involved in the conduct of E's will have their machines automatically de-seed and retired before the next E. Even worse, the directive stated that counties that would be forced to pay for new V system equipment and prevented from seeking reimbursement from the State Department. The General Assembly is in fact directly involved in the manner and conduct of E's across the Commonwealth, as it is responsible for reforming and amending all E laws. Nowhere in statute is the Secretary of State mandated to make a predictive finding, automatically retire V systems after third-party access, and force counties to pay for that decision. The authority of such a directive and the acting secretary is also in question, also has yet to go before the Senate to be officially confirmed. The inclination of the acting secretary to act outside of the scope of her constitutional powers is deeply concerning and will certainly be considered during her confirmation process. So Doug Mastriano, in no uncertain terms, is basically telling them, you better tread lightly, and I do mean very, very lightly. The scare tactics last week did not just emanate from the acting secretary. Attorney General Shapiro made numerous TV appearances and social media statements to threaten costly legal action and make baseless claims about how much an investigation would cost to taxpayers. That's a useless argument. 40%, if not more, of Pennsylvanians want this, so never mind about the cost to taxpayers. That's a soft argument, and it's moot. Try something else there, Attorney General Shapiro. Perhaps the AG's time could be better spent on important law enforcement issues rather than the nightly CNN, MSNBC appearances. childish name-calling, and tweets of incessant, broad yet empty platitudes. Here are some issues that could use the attention of the Attorney General. Investigating sworn affidavits from the 2020E. Protecting the personal data of Pennsylvania citizens by investigating the Wolf administration's contact tracing data breach, which exposed the personal health data of over 72,000 Pennsylvanians. Coming up with actual solutions to stem from rising tide of violent crime in Pennsylvania cities and standing up to progressive district attorneys. Investigating the deaths of 16,000 of our dearly beloved elderly resulting from the Wolf administration's directive to send the plague-positive patients back to long-term care facilities. Ah, yes, something clear out of the Andrew Cuomo school of how to deal with the plague. But that's a whole nother video unto itself. So he's basically giving him a very strong directive saying, look, man, there's things that need your attention more than this, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. In my letter to request information from several counties on July 7th, I clearly stated that the Intergovernmental Operations Committee would be open to any requests from county officials to maintain the security of responsive materials and the privacy of all the information. What we are seeing is a convergence of scare tactics from Wolf administration and the Attorney General to intimidate county officials and obstruct a forensic investigation. Governor Wolf and AG Shapiro are standing in the way of constitutional authority of the General Assembly. For people once lectured the state about transparency and accountability, we all ask, what do they have to hide? The Intergovernmental Operations Committee will press forward in pursuit of a forensic audit. And that, folks, is why an audit will indeed proceed in Pennsylvania, because Doug Mastriano happens to be the head of that committee. So he's essentially saying that Governor Wolf not liking the fact that there's going to be an audit, he's just saying, well, you know what, your opinion's duly noted, you can sit down now, and we're doing an audit. Thanks for playing. I actually really liked Mastriano's response. Tactful, yet he basically told him in no uncertain terms, well, we're doing an audit, you just get way used to it now. So I just wanted to bring you that update out of Pennsylvania, folks. Please remember to like, to comment, to share, and of course to subscribe. Thank you so much, and God bless.